Welcome, everybody, to another episode of Change Starts With Us. We have a special guest today, Jay Bird's brother from someplace in Washington. Welcome. What's your first name again?
Jaylee.
Okay. Share a little bit about what's on your heart today.
Yeah, so there's a lot of going on with the prison movement, especially dealing with mass incarceration and how the correction system doesn't really correct anybody on the inside. They pretty much show us a double standard on every day that we live here. And what I mean by that is there is this do the same but not as we do attitude. And what that causes is it lets us see the corrections officers in a light that is not favorable to anybody. What that means is they seem to do whatever they want to do with impunity and no accountability. But if we, God forbid, do something wrong, we're immediately punished and sanctioned for it. So you see a double standard there. So it's been on my heart and mind to speak about issues like this, especially how mass incarceration is affecting numerous family, friends, and loved ones across the country.
But and you're instrumental on helping Jay Bird actually start his broadcast. I think it was your idea, or you were pushing him into it.
Yes, that's correct. I started the program. My brother, bless his heart, he's been running it for over a year now, doing a great job. And we're all about trying to do what we can to change the system from inside out.
Great. How much time do you have to do?
Unfortunately, after already serving 26 years, the state says I have another 20 years left to do.
So what are you doing to try to obtain your release, which I'm sure you deserve it by now?
Yeah, so over the past 25 plus years, I've studied civil rights or human rights law and criminal procedure. I've become quite an accomplished jailhouse lawyer. And in the process of learning law, what I realized is that you can have the most strongest argument for release. Because politics gets in the way,
right.
We have what is known as a criminal injustice system.
Yeah.
It's not fair.
Yeah. What? Yeah.
Or disenfranchised.
Yeah. What's your prison number?
It's 730-954.
Okay, I'm going to add you to our JPay.
Wonderful.
Okay, but I don't know the difference between Ohio prisons right now and Washington. I don't know much about the state of Washington. Do you guys have a pro board?
Well, you're speaking about the parole board, correct?
Yes.
Yeah, thanks for the question. So, long story short, we used to have a parole board like states in the East still do. But today, due to many different policy changes and bills that were passed, we don't have the old school parole board system anymore. We are fighting to try and bring it back. But what we have today is what's called, from 1981 forward, is called the Sentencing and Reform Act. What that essentially means is that it gives the judges discretion on how they sentence a prisoner, either for a standard range sentence or for an exceptional sentence above or below the standard range. And then we wonder why people get so much time. Well, it's because when you put the discretion in the hands of a judge who's a politician, he can sentence you to whatever to make himself look good or her himself look good. And then, of course, we and our families suffer with long sentences, which causes mass incarceration. And then, because we don't have an old school parole board anymore, we have a board that deals with computations and pardons. But a board then decides whether you should be having your case heard by the governor.
Yeah, and of course the pro board's not the pro board's not releasing anybody though.
Yeah, and of course it's corruption in politics as well.
Right. How important is it that that organizations from all over the country work together for change?
It's vitally important. I can't stress that enough. I can just imagine, for example, if every single prison reform movement organization got together and formed one huge conglomerate of force for change, how much impact we would have with our lawmakers and our senators, because they would see just how huge it's become. And so I would like to see a day when all the organizations fighting for similar things get together and do one mass movement with Washington, D.C. or even Washington State.
Right, right. How many prisons does your state have?
In Washington State, there are, I believe, to my knowledge today, about 7 main facilities. And of course, there are numerous work releases and minimum facilities scattered across the state.
And Ohio has 34, and it's a smaller state.
That's amazing.
That's called mass incarceration. We're the 6th worst prison system in the United States. Washington's not far from us, though.
Yeah, the way it's going, we're close behind you, and that's unfortunate.
Right. It's actually an honor to talk to you because Jay Bird has told me, stuff about you in the past, and that you helped him fight for you guys, by bringing it on Facebook Live, now a podcast, and YouTube. He's getting the word out, and we work together great.
Yeah, that's wonderful to hear. That's why when I got your information recently, I couldn't wait to reach out and say hello and let your fans know that we're thinking about them, and we appreciate you guys hooking up and working together collaboratively to try and change the system from inside out.
Yeah, right. Who came up with that name Inside Out, by the way? I know.
Yeah, that was quite an interesting way that all kind of fell in my lap. I was actually watching another documentary on TV which had a different variation and spelling of the words Inside Out. It didn't have the word from.
We have to get the family members. We have to get our supporters nationwide to pull together.
That's correct. I mean, you have a prison in your backyard or down the street, you have to ask yourself, well, how are humans being treated down there? And how that reflects yours, but you're not going to care about how humans are treated in there, then you're just responsible. Right.
I'm also challenging you to do an interview with Jay Bird because I think we got to get your message out there a lot.
Yeah, we've tried to do some interviews on the show. There's been some technical difficulties. Of course, the administration down here doesn't really find that amusing, and so they tend to retaliate and try to prevent me from getting my word out.
Well, we're going to get your word out. I'm going to work with Jay because it's not just an Ohio issue. It's a Washington issue, a California issue. It's all over the nation.
Wow, that's amazing. I can imagine if the day ever came and I was blessed with a release, with the knowledge and the resources that I have, how much of a threat I would be to the system. And so you can see it when they won't want me out.
Right. But the thing too is we are basically civil rights activists. We fight for your guys' rights.
That's correct. Yes, you are humanitarians. You are what Greenpeace was back in the day, or you could be a modern day version of the old school ACLU, where now ACLU is not doing too much for prisoners anymore.
Right. I would like to do other interviews from your state as well, if you could line people up maybe so that we could, people that you trust, that we could kind of learn more about your system.
Yeah, it's so ironic that you say that because I've already done 2 inside interviews and they're being pressed onto a CD, and we're working on sending those out to the studio so we can hear different points of view, so we can give a voice to the voiceless.
That's great. I love that idea. Your brother sits on our board as an advisor.
That's wonderful. I did not know that.
Yeah, I just told him that, when I started this group, I said, you're our advisor now, but I trust him. That's the only reason,
Yeah, he's an encouraging soul. He's done a lot of hard and good work, and his reputation precedes him. And I have always encouraged him to change his outlook on life by helping others, and we find blessings in suffering. That's where I find blessings. So when you help someone who's suffering, the blessing is twofold.
Right. What else are some of the issues you guys are facing at your institution?
Well, we just went through a pretty brutal winter. There was no heating system in our living unit during the wintertime, and they gave us limited amounts of blankets, and so wintertime obviously was pretty rough. Now that we're coming out of winter over here, we're dealing with just the general cleanliness of the institution. It's such an old and rundown facility that a lot of the bars and walls are covered with 20 years of dust and what looks like mold. And it's just really a nasty environment to live in.
Wow. It's just similar to what happened in Mississippi, I guess.
Yeah, I would say so. And of course, we never know what we'll read in, and they never tell us what it is. So when we start seeing officers wearing masks, we're going to start getting really worried.
Right. How's your medical down there?
It is probably right now today the worst medical system in corrections in Washington State that it has ever been in the past 100 years. There's a Seattle Times article that came out not too long ago about where the prison's medical director was fired for being responsible for the deaths of numerous prisoners at this facility. And there's a pattern of practice of this negligent and really, really negative medical system that they have down here.
Right. Well, I'm going to ask Jay Bird about doing another YouTube with me because we've done several of them together. But we need to start learning about other states, so that we could compare our notes. What works for our state? What works for your state? What doesn't? And see if we could come with ideas that we could actually bring to the DRCs of each state.
Yeah, I envision a day where organizations can do your surveys. So create some survey questions. And then, of course, you'd have to get permission from each prison superintendent to mail the stuff in. But eventually you sit down and create some generalized survey questions to a random selection of prisoners and ask them questions like, how does your mailroom treat your mail? Or how does your prison medical facility treat you for medical illnesses? And then when you get all your survey questions back from multiple facilities, now you have statistical data that you can take to your lawmakers or your lawyers or whatever and say, hey, look, we did this survey, we did a blind survey, or however you want to call it. It was independent, it wasn't biased, and this is the results we got back. And consistently, you'll see answers of inhumane treatment of prisoners across the nation.
Right. And that's definitely true. But we just did a big survey on the pro board in Ohio, and we got back several hundred back from the inmates.
Wow.
And they all pretty much had so much in common. But if we could do a national one, but we'd maybe come up with some ideas and let myself or let Jay Bird know, what we could do it on or what we could put on it, and let's do a national survey.
Yeah, sounds like a great idea. And of course, once that's published, it gets our advertising out too, where we end up getting more fans and more support and more donations because they'll be aware of us through the survey.
Right, and we'll be a force to reckon with someday.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Organizations like Prison Legal News didn't start overnight. As you know, Prison Legal News and Paul Wright, he was a prisoner in Washington State, and he fought in here before he ever got out there and continued with his newsletter. And prisonlegalnews.org, you can go there and you can see story after story after story, and not just this state, but across the nation. And the work he's done over the past 3 years.
Yeah, I did 25 years, and I've gotten the correspondences from there. I got correspondences from there. Can you call back, or do you want to do it another time again?
Yeah, I can call back. If you give me maybe 30 seconds and do a commercial break or something, I'll call back and we'll continue.
That sounds great. Yeah.
All right, I'll be right back.
Okay. I'll be right back, folks. But he is so interesting. It's an honor to be able to interview some of these people that are kind of remarkable.
The prepaid call. You will not be charged for this call. This call is from
Jerry.
an inmate at Monroe Correctional Complex. This call will be recorded and monitored. If you wish to block any future calls of this nature, dial 7 now. To accept this call, press 5 now. To decline, thank you.
Okay, you're back on, brother.
That's right. I appreciate your time. Thank you.
Uh-huh. Share a little bit more about what you would like to have our listeners know.
Yeah, well, a day in prison is a day too long. I witnessed numerous prisoners over the past 26 years shrivel up and slowly die. I've seen many here go basically insane. I've been subjected to solitary confinement, brutal attacks. I've witnessed attacks. I've been years abused by staff. I've gone through the gamut of anything you can imagine that happens in prison. I've been through it all, and I'm still standing. And I have a very powerful testimony and message to share. And most importantly, we have to combat censorship because our prison mailrooms have full authority to stop anything coming in and out, and then they always use the excuse for security reasons. Well,
Right.
Your speech should not be a threat to anybody. So if you're trying to speak to the media or the outside world, or receive something from the media or the outside world, if it's verbal, and as long as you're not threatening anybody, there's no reason to stop it. So our mailrooms are just out of line right now. They're just doing some really bizarre stuff. They seem to think they can restrict or withhold mail or communications with impunity, and that's one of the major things I'm combating right now. I have an active lawsuit against the mailroom here at Monroe. Because without our voice, we can't tell these stories.
Right.
So you first have to fight censorship.
Right. We have a lady asking, are you guys permitted food boxes and clothes boxes?
We are, yes.
How many can you get a year?
We can have a quarterly food package once every 3 months, and once a year we have a holiday food package that we can have. Of course, family, friends, and loved ones have to purchase those items for us. And then, of course, we can order personal property items from the same business.
Okay, what company do you guys use?
We use Union Supply Direct.
Oh, that's the same one Ohio uses.
Oh, that's that.
Yeah, and they got an office right here by where I live in Ohio. So,
That's amazing. You probably have the same catalog we have.
yeah, but we had access when I was in Union Supply and a couple other ones. I did 25, but I got out January 24, 2011.
Yeah, we used to have access here, but for whatever reason, they got rid of access, and now it's a monopoly. It's just Union Supply that taking over, and we no longer have access here.
Okay. Yeah. How is visiting up there?
Well, the one thing that I think is fairly doing well is our visiting program. They do try to make sure that people can come in and visit. However, if your family is traveling long distances, the logistics become a nightmare. But if they're local to the prison, they do allow visits 4 times a week on Friday, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday.
Huh. And the average person probably doesn't live close.
Excuse me, what was that?
The average person probably don't live close.
Yeah, we don't get any personal clothes here. It's all provided by the state, same colors, everybody wears the same stuff. We used to have personal clothes, but those were taken years ago.
What color is your uniforms?
It's light brown, khaki colors.
Okay, ours is blue in Ohio. I'm sorry for eating. My sugar was a little bit low. But how is commissary up there?
It could be better. I mean, we have just 2 pages, but just it gives you the generalized essentials, hygiene stuff, and your pops and your chips and stuff like that. But again, it's only 2 pages long.
Huh. Yeah, it sounds like Ohio again. But so if we would get all the states to work together on one main issue, what would be your first priority?
I tend to agree with the whole combating the censorship because that leads to open doors for other things to get resolved. So primarily right now, we need to combat the mail-room censorship. They've been doing some really bizarre and outlandish behaviors to pretty much restrict anything that is anti-correction system. So if you write an article against the correction system, they'll stop it. They get an excuse to stop it. If you try to contact the news media, they'll make an excuse to stop it. If you're trying to have the media contact you, they'll try to find a way to stop it. We've even had legal mail opened and withheld and searched without a warrant. They just do bizarre things here with no accountability.
Wow. I mean, yeah, they're not supposed to even open up legal mail except in front of you.
Right, and we can't even share our stories unless we combat the censorship first.
Well, you can this way.
Oh, I know that's right. That's why you and your listeners are such a blessing because you help do what we can't do on our own.
Yeah, my listeners are the same one Jaybird has. So we share the listeners, I guess. But
that's awesome.
We just gotta get everybody to buckle down and learn about other states and start supporting each other. And I guarantee change will take place.
Yeah, well, I think you'll agree, and I know Jaybird does, is the one thing that the correction system is scared the most about is negative media attention.
Definitely.
They do not want stories about their corruption or their inhumane practices in the national or local news media because they'll run around like a chicken with their head cut off.
That's sad. But you're true about that. They hate it when any of us go to the media.
Oh, yeah. And they fear that. They don't want the public knowing what's really going on. They'll lie to the public in their media campaigns, but if there's an alternative form of getting the word out, that's what they're scared of.
Right. Well, it just gives us a lot more work to get done and to start spreading the word, getting the media involved. And then just pulling together.
Yeah, but that's going to take a campaign within our own podcasts and organizations to find people willing enough to harass your lawmakers and your media people. And just like, for example, Fox News or CNN or MSNBC or any of that stuff, find out who those anchors are, go and talk to them face to face.
Right.
Find out where they live. Find out who their supervisors or bosses are. And say, hey, look, we need to put this on the air, and this is the reason why.
Right. Right. Well, we got to get you on. I do a podcast, so does Jay Bird, but I want him to do the podcast first with you. But I'd like to talk to some of these other people that actually have radio stations, and try to get you on their radio stations.
Oh, like the administrators here?
Nationwide, I'm friends with a pastor from the Cleveland area that does a national broadcast on prison reform.
Yes, I have heard of them. I don't have any other contact information, but that would be huge. If we could get on their platform, that would be even better.
Right, and not stop there. Find other places, that we could get the word out. Not just you, but in other states as well. But
because I think you'll agree that everything that's happening today is going to impact the next generation. And we need to fix it now, because if we don't do something to fix it now, the kids that are in school today, when they become teenagers, they're subject to getting locked up because there's so many laws on the books. A teenager, you're going to school, to walk down the street and get arrested under false charges by a cop who's corrupt, and the cop can plant drugs or a gun on that person, and then they got another teenager locked up.
Right. Well, I'm going to add you to our JPEG. Let everybody know your contact information in case that they'd like to get a hold of you.
Sure. Thank you for the opportunity. So first name is Jason, Jason. Middle is Lee. So the nickname is J.Lee. Last name is Suttan, Sutton. My Department of Corrections number in Washington State is DOC number 730-954. I'm currently at Monroe Corrections Complex in Monroe, Washington, and that's PO Box number 777. And of course, you can reach me on jpay.com/Jason Sutton, or you can contact my brother at 253-248-3957.
Right, and let everybody know who your brother is.
What was that?
Let everybody know who your brother is.
Yeah, my brother Jeffrey is Jaybird. He runs the podcast, very famous podcast called From Inside Out, and he broadcasts once a week, every Sunday in the evening. At
6 p.m.
Correct.
Right. I changed my podcast because I didn't know he was doing his the same time. The way I met your brother was, I was trying to think of a name for a broadcast, and I accidentally used his name, and he made sure I knew it. And so I changed our name, because I didn't know there was another one out there like that, and we became good friends. So.
Yeah, well, I see a day where both of your podcasts combined into one huge one, because he does have some technical difficulty issues. He's new to the process. He's learning it, but he doesn't quite understand how you switch over to commercials, or how you take your breaks and then come back into the show, or there's just a lot of the different background stuff that usually a soundboard technician would do. So he's trying to learn that, but if you all team up and work together and create one huge show, then you can pool your resources and it becomes a bigger project.
That's a good idea, and I don't know how to do the commercials neither, so I'm just as slow as he is.
Yeah, there should be something on your Android or your social media that teaches you how to do your broadcasting and how to do commercials, or whether sports or whatever during breaks, or a little bit of music during a break or whatever.
Right.
There's got to be educational or tutorials on there somewhere you can watch.
Right, and I'm going to start studying it. But I like the idea about pulling together and doing one large broadcast, because we can bring each other live. Like he does it one week, I do it next week, like that. And then we could do like partnership on some of the issues. Like he was working hard on the Mississippi situation by bringing awareness.
Correct.
So.
Yes, he is. And I have called in during the time when he was broadcasting, but right now there's a 3-hour time zone difference between Florida and Washington, so I have to time it just right. But I have been lucky enough once or twice to call in during a live show and be able to answer some questions for the fans, and it went pretty well.
Great. Only an inmate really knows the inside. Even I've been out of the scoop too long, and so much has changed. And actually, I like calling you guys residents or restored citizens. But because
absolutely. Obviously, the goal is to educate people and to wake up society. They seem to be a little bit dumbed down. They're too trusting of their leaders. And the leaders know that, and they take advantage of it, and that's why a lot of stuff goes on behind the scenes.
Right, and you're right there. People trust too many politicians, and then they get stabbed in the back.
That's correct.
I'm going to stop this in about 5 minutes, but you got 5 minutes to share a little bit about what we need to do to join forces.
Certainly. So, primarily, one of the things that is the most important is communication. There needs to be, first of all, open lines of communication. Secondary and third lines of communication if the first line goes down. So, primarily, you have your cell phones, which I don't have, but I understand cell phones came out while I was locked up. And even though I don't know how to operate one, I do know that is one of the primary tools to communicate. Now, if your cell phone goes down because of an EMP strike or some weird technical problem, the next line is emails or a laptop or a desktop computer. If that doesn't work right, then word of mouth, traveling by car to the other person's location and speaking face to face. But primarily, your communication is, you gotta have it. It's mandatory, it's priceless, it's indispensable. As long as your communication is there, you can then coordinate. Now, secondary is coordination. You want to be able to get with the other party or group and sit down and get a calendar in front of you and find open days on your calendar where you can sit down and have a conference, whether it's a teleconference or a meeting for lunch or dinner, and do a business plan together.
Right.
Now, third, when you have that day and you have your business plan and ideas in front of you, you want to be able to agree or disagree or amend or correct and have a finalized business plan, and then you do a contract together. And basic contract law is, I agree to do this, and you agree to do this, and you both sign it, and as long as you fulfill the terms of the contract, then your business will succeed. And so ultimately, you're basically creating one huge organization for prison reform, and as long as everybody has those 3 to 4 prongs in front of them and it works efficiently, you should have no problems.
That sounds great. A great plan. And if we could put something like this to use, you're going to see some automatic changes.
Absolutely.
Well, let's close this for now, but let's keep in touch with each other and keep each other posted. I can JPay you always. And, I can't wait to hear you on Jaybird's broadcasts.
Yeah, well, again, I appreciate the opportunity to speak today to you and your fans and all your listeners around the country. I hope to do so again in the future, and I sure will let JJ know that you were thinking about him. He sent your respects to him, and I'm sure he will be pleased to hear that, and he'll probably reach out to you and start getting some work done.
That sounds great, my friend. Let's stay in touch, okay?
That sounds good.
Okay.
Well, thank you for the opportunity again. This is Jay Lee. Thanks for listening to me, and I hope to hear from everybody as soon as possible from Inside Out.
Awesome. I'll talk to you a little bit later, brother. Okay.
All right. You have a great afternoon.
You too. That was Jaybird's brother. really a nice guy and very knowledgeable. And he's in the Washington prison system. If you hear, they only have 7 prisons there, and the state is, I think, twice our size in Ohio. It's a lot bigger, I know. And we have 34 in Ohio. Our contact information at Change Starts With Us is at changebeginswithus for sure at gmail.com. Again, that is changebeginswithus for sure at gmail.com. Our phone number is 614-404-4924. Please reach out, folks. Thank you.